So I consider the main point of controversy as we get toward the end, the martial arts thing. I pointed out in the past, martial arts is about preserving traditions and culture. It's not about who has the best relationship with Big Pharma or the Freemasons or the government, who's doing what the government wants. It's about who's naturally better. These are natural arts. They're derived from nature and studying animals and studying natural warfare. Africans were the best in natural warfare because of their ability to leverage their skills against their enemies, skills relative to their bodies. Some of these Africans were shorter and they were quicker and they were very agile and quick on their feet and nimble and squirrely. Some were taller and they could reach out with a spear. And the ones who were taller tended to be the greater warriors, the people you wanted to have on your side. And this became pervasive in the ancient world, where countless ancient manuscripts and historians say, the height played a role in the battle, to where when you saw an army full of taller people, you were intimidated, kind of like shorter people are intimidated by taller people to this day, whether they admit it or not. Have you ever heard of the little man complex? Now, I'm not here to insult little people. I'm here for the facts, okay? If I was to say that being tall helps you be a better basketball player, would that be me taking shots at little people? Or is that the facts? So why would we change the physical activity and change the tradition, to suit people's complexes, to make people feel better about their little man complex, or the political groups, gays and feminists with their complexes, to make them feel better? Why would we do that? And when you compare martial arts traditions, these are sacred traditions with sacred morality. This is not basketball. We don't do it for basketball. So why would we do it for something sacred? I mean, it is a no-brainer. I'm sorry if history definitively shows that black Africans expelled other races because they were greater warriors, and if sports and boxing and other things, also corroborate this irrefutable fact. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. And any attempt to try to twist things or alter it to make people feel better about their race, that is racist, especially when you're doing it to the most disenfranchised people. I don't think you understand here. Eugenicists are trying to make a point that their peoples are superior, that their bloodlines, that their race. See my Masonic video. I've decided I'll release it after all. I've definitively proven that Morals and Dogma is a book about Masonry and white supremacy. I'm going to release it. At first I wasn't going to release it, but I'm going to release it because of what they did today. Today they had my grandma send me to the store for bananas. I kid you not. I go to fucking the store, right? Tons of gang stalkers there. There's one aisle open on a Sunday. On a Sunday in South San Jose, there's one, whatever you call it, a checkout booth or whatever you want to call it, open. Okay, then there's a self-checkout. And, there was like a fucking 35-minute line or some shit, right? Long line. They wanted me standing there with one little bushel of bananas, whatever the fuck it's called, just standing there in line. You know what I'm saying? Looking like, how should I put this? Looking like a social experiment or something, You've been punked, fucking prank or something, right? Especially after I talk about race in my videos. How many of you think that's a coincidence? Now, I'm sure my grandma loves bananas, but to time it the way that they have, absolutely, they're trying to get even because these races are trying to make themselves look good, and they're trying to make black people look bad so they can do eugenics. Because with all due respect, when you compare the black man and his natural achievements, remember, sex is a natural thing. Manhood is natural. It's not artificial. When you compare, especially with women, excelling in intellect these days, what is a man if not natural physical prowess and honor and things of this nature, right? When you compare blacks to other races, they pale in comparison. Now, I am not racist. I am not saying this to take shots at them. But let's face the facts here. You have me standing in fucking line with a bunch of bananas so you can pretend that your race is superior and cover up the fact that my race has proven itself naturally superior in the only period of history in which the playing field was level. Blacks united Upper and Lower Egypt, created the first civilization. There's like Kedah and Hawass and DNA Tribe 2012, 2013, academia.edu, chicago.edu, countless fucking, sources, the Oriental Institute of Chicago, that is, and countless more. Scholars. DNA does not lie. When white people and a white and Jewish website makes a DNA site, they're not going to say that blacks started the first civilization if they didn't. I mean, come on. Come on. So when you look at this thing, Egypt was black, and as it became less black, magically it started to be conquered. And I'm not going to elaborate on the deeper implications of that. I'll let you figure that out. But I will say it has to do with traditions, and martial arts traditions are key. The Knights Templar, Shaolin Kung Fu, the Shaolin Temple, Masons, bricks, martial artists break bricks. For me to be the top martial artist, I have conquered the secret society structure, just like fucking Narmer or Mini conquered Upper and Lower Egypt, unified them and conquered all the secret societies and all the cultures and made the first most magnificent civilization, as I have conquered the secret society structure that teams up with martial artists, giving me performance impairing drugs, giving them cutting edge performance enhancing drugs, drugging, fuming, sabotaging, gang stalking, harassing, trying to intimidate me to pretend that I'm not the best. No, I don't think it escapes any perceptive mind that what I have done is conquered all of you motherfuckers with all of your technology, with all of your philosophies. My philosophy, my natural African philosophy that kept your racial groups at bay for fucking thousands of years, has once again risen like the sun naturally and conquered the darkness you have created. Wake up and smell the motherfucking coffee. Rise and shine, motherfucker, and witness the sun in motion. You motherfuckers. Witness the revolution of the earth and how it relates to the sun, motherfuckers. I'm sick of the bitch shit. I'm sick of the hoe shit. You will never see anyone do what the fuck I've done. No fucking way. I'm the great fucking Sageti. And for you to try to slow down my videos, I guarantee you they'll say some bitch shit like, oh, he was mentally ill. I have 13 witnesses, motherfucker. You're not going to be able to say, oh, he was mentally ill and we didn't want to take his money. It's not going to fly. For you to say, well, he was mentally, well, we knew he was getting gang stalked. We didn't want to take his money. Then don't take the money. Accept my challenge and refuse the reward money if you win. You have no excuse. I am the fucking king of Mantu arts, the roots of martial arts. All you esoteric motherfuckers, give me my credit. The true meaning of something is its original meaning. Martial arts is preserving traditions, codified systems, including moral codes, accompanying moral codes. Fucking TJ Dush Obi wasn't an Igbo that wrote the book by himself. He was a fucking professor that had helps from dozens of martial artists from different racial groups, different ethnic groupings. I mean, wake up, motherfuckers. Wake up. I have conquered you cowards. Okay, give me my motherfucking credit and my rightful motherfucking place, or I will take it and you will look like the dishonorable dogs you are. There's two ways this ends, motherfuckers. One, with you going way out of your way to stop me and people feeling guilt and the urge to fucking reveal the truth and give me my credit. And one day I get my credit and you all go down in history with your groups, with your political groups and secret societies as dishonorable scum. Or you give me my rightful fucking place. All the money and bitches that come with it. And at least history will reflect at some point you did the rightful thing, the right thing. It may have taken you fucking like 2 decades, but at some point you did the right thing. We'll say it's Burger King in this aspect. You can have your way in this aspect. You can have it your control freak way in this aspect. But when it comes to my rightful fucking throne, you motherfuckers, that I've busted my balls outmaneuvering the most talented people in this nation and outperforming the most talented people in this nation's history, and the most demanding physical activity, look it up. Martial arts burns the most calories, more than fucking swimming. The most demanding physical activity, and I've conquered you motherfuckers. And it's not so I can't get my credit, motherfuckers. It's so I can get my credit and save this world from your inferior philosophies that have been holding us back. If it wasn't for your fucking foreign period Hyksos philosophies, Egypt would have never been conquered. If it wasn't for your psychology and manipulation, the Hyksos would have never entered. If it wasn't for your intelligence and spies and secret society networks, Egypt would have been the most glorious place on the planet to this day. Your philosophies have held back humanity for long enough, you fucking scum. It's time for the black man to return to his roots and take his rightful place in the Mayat.